today, Trenton is back to look at some more silver pieces. Trenton, how are you doing today?
I'm well, cold in Atlanta, but well, thank you. And it's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes, good to see you. It has been a while. We're going to go ahead and get a video done on some special types of spoons, soup spoons. Let's take a look at the picture that I have for you today of the spoons that we have. There's four spoons here, and we're going to go in order from largest to smallest. So the first one, measuring in at 7 inches. Here it is. What is this spoon, Trenton?
That is the oval soup spoon, also sometimes called the dessert spoon. So when you're whipping up um, your beef stew and your vegetable soup on these cold southern nights, it's a perfect spoon for that. Can also work for dessert sometimes.
What kind of desserts would you use for it? It seems like kind of
I would use it if you were having something like an apple pie a la mode, with a lot of ice cream on it, which is clearly what I like. It can be used to get the ice cream or a really rich sauce, to get that. Often it's set at the table at the top of the plate with the handle of the spoon to the right, and then a dessert fork handle to the left.
Okay, thank you. The next spoon, if you take a look at this one, just a little a little smaller. This one is definitely not oval. It comes in at 6 3/4. What is this
And,
spoon?
and that is a gumbo spoon, and it's a great for a bouillabaisse. It's a large round bowl. If you have a big soup plate, it works well for that. Sometimes people will exchange the gumbo spoon and the oval soup for a bigger, heartier soup in a bigger bowl or a bigger serving piece. So it tends to function, form follows function in this case, really, really well. And so if you're having some a big, heavy bowl of clam chowder, tonight's the night for it.
All right. And then the next spoon down below that, a little bit smaller again, about an inch smaller now. This one comes in right around 5 3/4 inches. What's this one? It looks almost the same, but just smaller.
It's the same form as the gumbo, but it's smaller. It's called a cream soup spoon. And in most sets of silver, people will have the dessert spoon or the oval soup spoon and the cream soup. And cream soup properly can be used for a cream soup and saucer, which is a large soup bowl with handles on it served in a saucer, but it could also work for a soup plate. And this is great for cream of mushroom for most soups. And if you're a stickler, you have the bigger spoons, but this cream soup is going to serve most purposes for almost every soup, except for the next one we talk about.
Yeah, because I've seen this one a lot in many different patterns when you're shopping and looking at stuff. You almost always see either the cream soups or the oval, one of the two, sometimes both, but usually one.
Exactly. And in the 1950s and 60s, when companies changed their flatware, many companies stopped making or stopped promoting the cream soup and the dessert oval soup, and they invented this spoon called a place spoon. Not the case in this pattern, but you'll see it in a lot of the Gorham patterns and the Reed and Barton patterns. And a place spoon, I sort of call it a mule. It's if you took a perfectly innocent cream soup and an equally innocent dessert oval soup and combine them, and it's not quite round and it's not quite oval, and it's just designed to provide both purposes and doesn't really. But that the place spoon is the spoon we don't have because it was not made in this pattern, and hopefully it does not confuse people. But if you've inherited your set of Chantilly from the late 50s and early 60s, you might have a place spoon. It'll have a little P on the back of it.
Hmm. Yeah, to me, I prefer having the different ones for the different soups.
Absolutely. And in the 60s, Gorham did still continue to produce both sizes, both spoons, but it was about cost.
Yeah.
And they could and they thought they were making it easier for everybody, when they made that one single spoon to do double duty. And in fact, they made it more confusing for people.
Hmm. Okay, well, thank you. The last soup spoon is pretty small, and in this pattern, it's quite decorative. It comes in here at 4 7/8.
And that is the bullion spoon. So if you've inherited depending on your age, if your grandmother or great grandmother married in the teens, that's the 19 teens, not the 20 teens, she might have had a set that had bullion cups and saucers. And a bullion cup and saucer is going to be about the size of a teacup with two handles on it. And it's designed for beef bouillon or chicken bouillon, a little broth, ladies' luncheon. It's more about something pretty on the table. It's not going to fill you up. It's just going to wet your whistle a little bit before you get your chicken salad. They are often more decorative than the other spoons and they are beautiful in this pattern. They really are lovely. Nowadays, I've seen people use it for pot de creme because entertaining is different. And you can do a little light dessert in a cream soup and a bouillon cup and saucer. And unless there's a silver expert at the table, no one's going to know the difference.
And is this spoon in any way designed so it fits this type of soup better, or is it just or is it just looks?
It is designed to fit the container because it's smaller. And if you think about a bouillon cup and saucer is going to be, about, I'm just guessing here, about 3.5 to 4 inches in diameter. A cream soup is going to be about 5. And then
Yeah.
a soup plate is not going to have the handles, is not going to be as deep. So it's a lot more delicate. And this spoon is designed for that. I've also heard it said that you could actually drink the rest of the bouillon out of the cup just using your fingers and drinking it out of the cup with the two handles.
All right. Well, thank you. That is very informative. As always, Trenton, we really appreciate it. How can people get in contact with you if they're looking for silver to buy or sell?
Info at Trenton, the number 4 silver. That's info at Trenton, the number 4 silver.com.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
We'll be doing another one of these soon. So take care, and we'll see you in the next one.